So I had heard that there is money for road work available from the provincial government to the municipality. Since most municipal roads are maintained by the province, they do not need to access this money. Will these funds now be utilized to maintain town roads? I'm not sure of the question, but basically, so right now the provincial government covers the cost, and obviously that's paid by taxpayers through provincial taxes to maintain the roads. So will these funds now be utilized to maintain town roads? So in the case of amalgamation or dissolution, if the roads remain, there are town roads that remain the responsibility of a new unit, whether it's two joining or one dissolving, those roads would be paid for by the residents of the municipality. Okay, so it's basically a shared cost. Typically, there's area rates. So the area rates, for snow plowing, for example, that's borne by the people that get that service. So the people that live on those roads that get plowed are the ones typically paying for it. The next question is, if both parties do not agree, who pays? That's a good question. And the simple answer is we don't know. So if there was two parties that wanted to make it, wanted to join, and wanted to make a merger, then absolutely the province would be involved. If both parties are not interested in that, we'd have to look at it. Typically, the province has said that we're there to support municipal units that want to work together to make a change.
Who decides? Is it the province that decides whether they put the money in, or is it where it is?
That would be the province. So if you didn't hear that question, who decides if the province puts in money? In the case of amalgamation, for example, would town services be extended to West Hants Municipality, i.e. organics collection, and what would happen with bylaws, like noise bylaws? So that would be a decision of the new amalgamated unit. So again, that would be a council decision as to what services they provided where. Bylaws, typically, that's a good question. So if you take two units, put them together, you have to continue to operate bylaws. Typically what happens is that all the bylaws will get reviewed over a period of time so that they work for everyone.
Thanks, Rob. Harold Walter from Hants. Two questions, Rob, just two little ones. One is the funding for amalgamation roughly on the same basis as roughly for this funding for the dissolution?
So I guess, Harold, the big thing there is that because one hasn't happened yet, I can't say for sure. Certainly, though, so in the dissolution cases, Harold, there was a letter of intent. So the province works with the parties to develop a letter of intent, which is the money that will be funded to assist in the transition. And certainly in the Pictou case, there will be a discussion of a letter of intent and what that will look like. I don't know.
Okay, thank you. The second one is, in your slide for regional governments, you included East Hants. Could regional governments be formed without East Hants, it's just the Windsor, West Hants?
Not the way that it's currently laid out in the Municipal Government Act. So in the Municipal Government Act, it says to form regional municipalities, you need all the units within the county.
Hi, I'm Tammy Leopold. I'm a resident of the municipality of West Hants. I have two questions. One is, if and when an application is filed, is it filed for a specific option, or do you just request change and the utility and review board selects which option best fits?
So typically you would file for a specific option. So at least that's what's happened in all of the previous. So again, the three towns have filed for dissolution. And again, there hasn't been an amalgamation other than the Pictou one, but the four units there have filed to amalgamate. So that's the way it has happened, that they filed for a specific reason.
Second question is, if an application originates with a community group, can the decision of the NSUARB, can they impose their recommendation on a town or municipality if the request originated with the community?
Yes, they can. Again, it's an evidence-based thing, so the board will take all the information and make what they feel is the best decision for the residents of the area. I'll read this one, and we'll move to the next. In the current West Hants transport case, studies done on the new election boundaries and when will the URB issue their final boundary. So with that, basically the boundaries will be issued before the next municipal election. So that's my understanding, that they'll be in place for the 2016 October election.
Rob, my name is Kevin White. I'm a resident of Falmouth in West Hants. I'm also an active member of the petition committee that is being circulated to the community. There's a number of people here tonight. And I'd just like to, clarify some facts. If you're not aware, there are two petitions going on in the community right now for amalgamation. One on behalf of the residents of the town of Windsor, and one on behalf of the residents of the municipality of West Hants. They are identical petitions asking for the UARB to amalgamate those two municipal units. You've explained the 10% threshold. Well, we were roughly at about the same percentage of residents that have signed each of the petitions, and that number is currently estimated at about 17%. And we're well over the 10%. The applications will be made on behalf of those two residents groups on the basis that we have the numbers. And we continue to solicit more signatures. The stronger the message, obviously, the better. But I want you to also understand, if you haven't got it through the press and the publicity, that our group is very interested in a cooperating community, and we have very respectfully requested the town of Windsor to also make an application to the UARB of similar intent, asking for amalgamation, and it is our belief that they are proceeding with that. They agree in principle with that, and they're just looking at the cost issues. And at last Tuesday, week ago Tuesday, we were at Municipal Council Committee of the Whole, and we made a similar application, which there's been no comment back from West Hants on other than to refer it for study, and I believe there'll be some further conversation next Tuesday. But it is our fervent hope that they will make it a unanimous process of the citizens and of the two municipal units to apply for amalgamation. It's long overdue that we get together as a community and start cooperating and do this all together. So hopefully that message will be heard. But I'm hearing if there's 10% and things like that here tonight. So my comment, I guess, is just a clarification of where our committee is at this point in time, so that everybody knows what we're talking about. And you can still sign the petition if you want.
Thank you, Governor.